If you need a brunch recipe for a crowd, this is it. This vegetarian breakfast casserole is loaded with veggies, flavor, and tater tots. It also has the perfect blend of spices that make it taste like there's sausage in it, but there's not. Hi, I'm Becca from Fork in the Kitchen, and I'm here to help you make meatless meals that everyone will love. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a recipe. This recipe is one of my favorites, and I often will meal prep it just for myself to have a hearty breakfast on the go. So let's get started. For the filling, you'll need a mixture of baby bella mushrooms, yellow onion, red bell pepper, kale, and a mixture of delicious seasonings. Tater tots are added on top of the egg and half and half mixture along with shredded cheese to create the best topping. Preheat the oven and lightly grease a 9x13 pan with cooking spray or softened butter. Let's get started sauteing our veggies. So this is a trick that I learned from a chef years ago, and it is the only way I cook mushrooms now. We're gonna start with a dry skillet. The reason that this is important is because it allows the water to evaporate out of the mushrooms, which enhances their texture and allows them to absorb all of the yummy flavors that we're going to add to the filling later on. So go ahead and make sure that they are in an even layer, and you'll hear them start sizzling right away. We're gonna let the mushrooms just sit. We're not gonna stir them for the first few minutes. As the mushrooms begin to cook, you'll slowly see the water simmer out of them. Eventually, you will be shocked at how much water is actually released. Now that the mushrooms have cooked down, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and let that melt into the pan. Then we're gonna add the diced onion and our red bell pepper. And don't forget a pinch of salt as well. Stir it together and let it saute for a minute. Now we're gonna stir in some minced garlic. It's time to add in our spices. We have red pepper flakes, dried thyme, dried sage, dried oregano, and our secret ingredient, fennel seeds. They're the most prominent flavor in sausage, so adding them to this breakfast casserole gives the flavor profile of sausage without any meat. The final step of this process is to wilt in the kale, and we're adding a little parsley as well. Don't forget another pinch of salt as well. Adding the salt in layers helps bring out the flavor of each veggie. Now we're gonna add our veggies to the pan. Now let's move on to our eggs. Now we'll add the half and half and the cheese and a half teaspoon salt. It's important to make sure that you are salting the eggs to bring out their flavor. And I like to add some freshly ground black pepper. Now whisk it together until it's fully combined. Now pour the egg mixture right on top of the veggies. And if the cheese settled, go ahead and try to spread it out. I like to add an extra layer of cheese because why would you not add more cheese? And the final step, add the tater tots. You do not have to make the tater tots look pretty. You can just toss them right on into an even layer so that each bite gets a little bit of crispy deliciousness. Now it's time to put it in the oven to bake for about 45 to 50 minutes until the tots are golden brown and the center is set. The internal temperature should reach about 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it's done baking, let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes to set up completely. Now it's time to taste test. It's so good. The creamy egg base, the texture from the veggies, the cheese, and of course those crispy tater tots, and then they kind of melt throughout. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Be sure to leave us a comment and let us know what you think about this veggie breakfast casserole. I will see you back here next week for another meatless meal that everyone will love. Until then, happy eating. Yellow onion and rub it. What the hell is that? No, at this point I am ready to just burn it down. Nobody is going to be listening this closely. Yeah. Okay, stop. Okay, just be natural about that.